We have to find the angle between the minute hand and hour hand in analog clock. If it was given to us that in the digital clock the time is 2022. In the digital clock, if the time is 2022, then in the analog clock it will be 8:22 p.m. To go to 8:22 p.m., first the clock has to go to 8 p.m. After that 22 minutes. Then we will have 8:22 minutes. 8 hours 22 minutes. So we will try to find out the angle between the hour and minute hands. So initially let us take the initial position as 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Now in that scenario, how the hour hand and minute hand will be, let us try to draw that. So this is the hour hand and the minute hand is like this. Now these are hour and minute hands at 8 o'clock. When the time became 8:22, now the latest position will be 22. So minute hand will come to here and the hour hand will move to here. Now we have to understand what is this angle and what is this angle. If you are able to understand that, then we are pretty much easily we can find out the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand at when the time is 8:22. Now to move forward, we have to understand by how much angle the hour hand and minute hand will move in 1 minute time. So let's understand that. So we know that in 1 hour minute hand moves from here and it will go all the way, again it will come back to here, which means that in 1 hour 60 minutes the angle covered is 360 degrees. So in 1 minute what will be the angle? It will be nothing but 6 degrees. So can I write down? If we take minute hand, in 1 minute it will move by 6 degrees. Suppose you take hour hand, in 1 minute how much it will move? Let's understand that also. Now if you are suppose moving from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, the hour hand is at 8, it will go to 9, 8 to 9. That means if the time is moved by 60 minutes, the hour hand moves only by 8 to 9. That's nothing but 30 degrees. So 60 minutes it will move only by 30 degrees. In 1 minute how much it will move? It will be moving by 30 by 60, which is equals to half degree. So whenever the time goes by 1 minute, hour hand moves by half degree and the minute hand moves by 6 degrees. Very good. Now this is our 22 minutes. So what will be this angle? 22 into 6, which is equals to 132 degrees, because we just learned that. And in 22 degrees what will be this angle? 22 into half, which is equals to 11 degrees. Now let's understand what is the angle at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock the angle will be 12 to 8. So 8 into 30, 240 degrees. So the total angle will be 240 degrees. So let's go ahead and put that. So we know that this angle is equals to 240 degrees. 240 degrees. So what we want to know now is 240 plus 11 minus 132. So 240 degrees plus 11 degrees minus 132 degrees, that will give us 119 degrees. So the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand when the time is 8:22 or 20:22 in digital clock is 119 degrees. This is the one angle we had, 119 degrees. The other angle is 360 minus 119, which is reflex angle of this, that is 241 degrees. So you're talking about the smallest angle which is formed, the smaller angle which is formed, then it is 119 degrees. Now once we understood this example, can we go ahead and generalize and get a formula for this, so that we don't need to do this, we can just simply substitute in the formula. Let's have a look at that. Now let us say the time is given to you is x hours and y minutes. Okay, let us see what steps we have done with respect to 8:22. The same steps we'll try to do here. If it is 8:22, what we did is 8 into 30. So I will write down 30 into x. After that we have plus 22 into 1 by 2, which is y into 1 by 2, minus 132 degrees, we got it by 22 into 6. Now this is the angle for to go from 12 to hour hand, and this is to go to minute hand. So minus y into 6. Let us simplify this. What we are going to get is 30x minus 11 by 2 into y. 30 into x. I don't need to put that decrease there. I'll just erase that. (30 into x plus y into 1 by 2 minus y into 6 degrees. (30 degrees into a, simplify that, we'll have 30 degrees into x minus 11 by 2 into 11 by 2 degrees into y. This is our answer, but we will put this in absolute value because sometimes the hours can be before minutes, so we have to take care of the positive value. So let us say now the time is 4:44. What will be our answer in that scenario? 4:44. So our answer will be 30 into 4 minus 11 by 2 into 44, which is equals to 120, minus 242, which is equals to minus 122. But since we have absolute value, that's equals to 120 degrees. So we generalized a formula. The formula is 30 degrees, 30 into whatever the time we have for hours, minus 11 by 2 into whatever the time we have for minutes. So 30x minus 11 by 2 into y will give you the answer for any problems where you have to find out the angle between hour and minute hand. As we are aware that we will have two angles here, so sometimes when you apply the formula, if you are getting an angle which is more than 180 degrees or basically the reflex angle, then you subtract 360 degrees from it so that you can get the smaller of the angles. So suppose here we have for 822 119 degrees, the other angle is 241 degrees. Now when you are solving by this formula, you are getting an angle which is more than 180 degrees in some scenarios. Then you subtract 360 degrees minus that value so that you will get the smaller of the two angles.